Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kyle with Being Bethunes, and welcome back to another vlog. I really appreciate you being here. As you can tell, I'm sitting in the bus on the front step as my dog Kevin is licking the back of my sweaty head currently. But me and Jen are going to head out and do a little exploring. It's an absolutely gorgeous Saturday here, which I believe it is February the 4th, if I am not mistaken. But we're going to head out, maybe hit up some yard sales. Who knows? Like you say, you really never know where our days are going to lead us. Over here to my direct left is my good buddy Theodore. I don't know what's going on. He looks a little, he's like camera shy right now. This dog was made for the limelight. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here as always. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day, and you're going to go on with us. So let's go on and go. Well, we have made it to the racetrack here in Claremont, Florida to fill up the Jeep, and gas just keeps on creeping up. $3.28 for the 87 octane, all the way up to $3.98 for the 93 octane. I was sure thinking after the holiday season that the gas prices would hopefully climb down a little bit, or I don't know if climb down's the right word, but at least go down a little bit. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. What are you going to do? Wow, that's a really loud motorcycle. But yeah, we're here in Claremont. We decided to go this way. We are looking for some yard sales. I don't know that we're going to have any luck. It is a little late, I feel like, in the season for yard sales, but it is an absolutely beautiful day, so we're going to try our best. But you know, we will be eating a meal, because that's just what I do at some point. Am I a rewards member? No, I am not. So yeah, $3.28 a gallon, and we're low. So I'm thinking, I'm going to guess, probably going to be in the $75 range, between $70 and $80, because this tank is about 25 gallons, and it's pretty low right now. So I don't have to fill this thing up a lot, but it does. I was really looking forward to buying some of that $2 and something gas, because I've been buying diesel for the past few years exclusively. But it is what it is. What are you going to do? We're already up to 64 bucks, so we may blow right past that $80 mark. Well, I sure hope not. I can sit here and complain about the gas situation for a while, but there's literally nothing I can do about it, like the rest of us. Yeah, it's looking to be pretty close. She was low. This one doesn't give you much of an indicator as far as from when the light comes on to versus when it's out of fuel. Yep, right at 80 bucks. $79.09 for 24 gallons. Pretty close. Anyways, I think we have shifted plans. Jen mentioned maybe heading over to Winter Garden, which is somewhere we have not, or at least I have not explored since I've been here this year. So I think that's where we're going to head. Well, our next stop's going to bring us here to Fresh Kitchen in Winter Garden, Florida. This place looks to be happening. I think this is a chain or it's a franchise. I don't know that I've ever actually been to one though, but Jen was telling me it's kind of one of those make your own bowl places. I guess I'm gonna do the 2 bases, 1 protein, 1 veggie. Let's do noodles and the coconut ginger rice. Let's do the chickpeas and the mushrooms. All right, what is this?
Okay, which one's your favorite?
Not. I'll take the blackened, please. All right, so I got a ginger rice base with I believe there's sweet potato noodles, some chickpeas, mushrooms, blackened chicken, and some type of creamy sauce on it. I'm not 100% sure, but it smells good. Try to grab a bite with a little bit of everything in it. Ginger in the rice is very apparent. I don't know how much I like the mixture of the cold base with the hot base. It's good. Definitely got a lot of flavor. I do really like the chicken. Like they call it a blackened herb blackened chicken. It's pretty good. It's not super spicy like you would typically expect blackened food to be. It's not bad.
I'm not exactly sure what I got. I got some noodly things and some broccoli rice stuff, chickpeas, tomatoes. I got a whole bunch of veggies. I didn't get any protein. So let's give it a bite. See how it is. I got some broccoli in here. Mine looks like a mess. All right. It was really good. It's like almost like an Indian flair-ish, would you say?
The chickpeas definitely have some
yeah, like
taste to it.
I don't know, my noodles and everything kind of blends really well together. Surprisingly, even though it looks like everything in the kitchen sink, I dig it.
Well, I must say my first trip to Fresh Kitchen wasn't so bad. I enjoyed my bowl. It was just enough. It was relatively inexpensive. I think my bowl ended up being about 11 or 12 bucks. I think Jen's was about 70, but no.
It was not.
No, our total was around, I think, 38 bucks with a tip. Was it 38 with a tip or without a tip?
With a tip, 38.
With a tip, it was 38 bucks. So not too bad. I mean, I consider anything anymore, you know, for a couple, for a decent meal, eating for less than 20 bucks a person. I feel like you're doing pretty good in this day and time because it is expensive. But I do it for the vlogs, you guys. It's all about the vlogs. I gotta take you guys out to eat with me all the time, at least every other day. But anyway, this is Winter Garden. I think I came here at one point in my life. I don't exactly remember much about it. I think we're gonna head to a store, which I'm not gonna unveil at this very moment, and then we're gonna go to the Winter Garden downtown area, or historic downtown area, if you will, and just kind of check it out. I really don't know what to expect. Small downtown areas in this area have little shops and coffee shops and bistros.
Agua fresca, strawberry lemon fresca. It was very refreshing.
What does fresca mean?
Fruit.
Fruit.
I think in Spanish.
Okay.
Fresca.
Well, if you know that and you speak Spanish, let us know. I got the same thing. I got this orange cream soda to start with, and I was not a fan. It was insanely sweet, so I went with the Fresca. It hit the spot, just the right thing. Anyway, so good bowl, good food. Definitely check Fresh Kitchen out. I was pleased.
You have to turn left in 4/10 of a mile.
I have to turn left in 4/10 of a mile, and I am not paying attention to my GPS whatsoever. So when we get to the next stop, you will be sure to know. So we're heading to our next stop. Look at this. What the heck is that? Is it like a skeleton with a...
It's Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay, it's Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Wow, but they was dual purposing and doubles as a skeleton for the Halloween season. But I'm all turning around. I think I've just went all the way around the little community. Are you okay over there?
I'm good.
Jeez.
Yep.
Old RV park over there. It looks like a Encore Park has got more park models than it does campsites. Anyways, yeah, I think this is... I don't freaking know where I am. I don't know this area well, so this is all new to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're just going around in circles. There's the Aldi right there on the corner of whatever this 50. So, yeah, this is 50. GPS is telling us we're 4/10 of a mile away. Should be there in just a minute if we actually pay attention to the GPS and do what it tells us to do. So would anybody have guessed that we are going to a Goodwill? I mean, I know that's not much of a stretch coming from us on our adventures, but this Goodwill here is in Winter Garden. Is this Winter Garden or Winter Park?
Winter Garden.
Winter Garden, Florida. It's a bougie looking Goodwill. That's like it's a little architecture to it. Like it's kind of fancy looking. But Jen has been here one time, and she said it's a very nice Goodwill, and I've heard from multiple people that it is a really good Goodwill. So we're about to find out and see what these are. What are these, wooden or metal? These are wooden. These pylons. I thought they were about to be metal, but they're wooden.
Oh, they're pretty.
Yeah, this is a fancy looking Goodwill. God, it's Santa Claus. Holy crap, it's Santa. You think he'd get offended by me calling him Santa?
I mean, he's dressed up as Santa.
Yeah, I mean, you have to... Wow, this place is packed. Give you guys a quick sweep of the store. It is packed in here. But it is a rather large store, so there is quite a bit to look at. Well, I rummaged through the clothes a little bit. I'm not really in the rummaging mood today, so I'm kind of just perusing through the store, see what all I can find, see if anything catches my eye. Jen's doing her thing as usual, which she is so good at when it comes to these places. I kind of have to be in the mood to thrift, and I'm really just not there today. That's okay. But I'll peruse a few of these aisles, see if anything jumps out and catches my old eye here. Old Darkwing Duck. Old, I don't know what that is. It's definitely got Donald Duck on it. He looks furious. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple things I do need before we go on the cruise. Let's SeaWorld tumbler or SeaWorld refillable SeaWorld cup there. But yeah, there is a few things I do need, or not a few, but a couple. An old time Ray back when I watched him bobblehead. I wonder if that was one of the giveaways they did one at night. They used to do these giveaways where they would give away certain, first 1,000 fans get a bobblehead. That's Carl Crawford bobblehead there. Yeah, I was walking over here. Look, check out these first responder kitties right here. You got a police officer kitty. What is this one? A paramedic? No, it's a paramedic kitty. We got a firefighting kitty here. Holy cow, this is like a deputy sheriff kitty. I really dig these for some reason. Where? I have never seen those before. That is hilarious. And there's one over here, kind of got I don't know, he's got maybe like a Michael Jackson look going on there. He's got the hair slicked back and some type of black two-piece get up there. I've never seen that. I like that. I am in the market for a collapsible colander, though. I have been looking for one for a little while. Well, I went to buy one on Amazon or somewhere the other day, and they were like $30. I'm like, yeah, no thank you. So I thought, I'm going to thrift one. And I've been limping mine along for a little while. I think it's like a napkin holder. I think you set your napkins on there, and that piece right there just keeps them pushed down. Never seen that before either. But yeah, I'm looking for a collapsible colander, or something like this, but will actually collapse, because #bust life. These are better. They obviously hold up much better, that style, but for me, having the ability to collapse something, it just makes sense. Oh goodness, the poo emoji coffee mug here. I don't know that I want to drink out of a coffee mug designed like a poo. I mean, I guess to each their own. I do. This is a really well organized one. Like, they have actual sets, like saran wrap together. That way, when you buy it, you're getting the whole set, and you're not having to dig through all the crap to put a set together. It is a nice Goodwill. I wish I was here another day. Like I said, I'm just not really feeling the thrifting magic today. But it is a safe bet to make that Jen is completely picking up my slack in that department, though. I believe she could do this every single day. I will say this might be the largest mug collection I've ever seen at a Goodwill. They pretty much have the entire shelf here, at least 3 layers, 3 sections of the shelf covered in various mugs and china. Tea china, is that the word I'm thinking of? Tea, or you know what I'm saying. The Office, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. I like it. I haven't really seen too much caught my eye. I'm always a sucker for an owl. One of these days I am going to just bite the bullet and buy me an owl mug, because I do love them. There's a first order mug up here, $4.99, quite a bargain. But nothing's really just jumping out and jumping into my hands. There are some really pretty ones, but just because it's pretty to me doesn't always dictate. Oh, look at it! This is cool. I don't think is that a coffee mug? I mean, I guess it could be. It could be whatever you want it to be. That is pretty cool. Darth Vader. I don't know if I'm going to call that a coffee mug, but some sort of Darth Vader stoneware. What is this? That's the Space Needle, the CN Tower. Oh, somebody probably paid like $20 for that thing at one of those overly high-priced gift shops. Pirates of the Caribbean there from Disney, which, again, we are only a handful of miles from Disney, still in this location. I don't know, just not really seeing much that I can't leave without. Let's go check in on Jen, and again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say her luck is probably a little better than mine up to this point. She has been spotted kind of lingering over here toward this big column in this latter half of the store. Oh yeah, her cart reveals that she has had a little success here at the Winter Garden Goodwill.
I'm not buying it all. This is just the first round. And then after this, I narrow it down to get smaller and smaller and smaller.
I'm just not really in the thrifting mood today. I've been telling them I'm just not there. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, this is a pretty pattern.
So cute.
Is that gonna make it to your first round picks, or?
I think it might. Yeah,
Yeah, I've perused a good deal of the store, and I'm just not in the thrifting mood today, and you know, and I'm okay with that. But I will say it is a rather nice Goodwill for sure. They have some really nice stuff. This particular Goodwill even has a pretty extensive, I don't know what you'd call it, higher end section where they kind of handpick some of the more high end pieces or more valuable pieces and kind of section them off where you have to have assistance to have someone help you with them. I really like those vans back there, and they look pretty close to my size. Let me zoom in on them a little bit. I'm really into a Vans kick. Even really the last couple of years, I've really been digging Vans. Yeah, those right there. I wonder how much they are. From the prices I've seen on their normal stuff, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're probably not cheap. But I do like them quite a bit. I was perusing behind the expensive counter, which is right over here, and I saw this Mickey, I guess you'd call this a trophy of sorts maybe. It says, "Laughter is America's most important export." That is so true. Old Walt Disney said that many years ago, and you know, for us and for people like me, I think that still stands true. I think we still have a lot to offer if we all just slow down and take in life a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna head on out and wait in Jen in the car. Like I said, I'm just not in the thrifting mood today, and I'm okay with that. It's just not feeling it. For me, it's one of those things I kind of got to be in the mood to do a little bit, and I'm just not there today. But that's okay. Another day. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be back. Molly was on the phone with Jen, and she did ask to look for a suitcase because, again, we are leaving for the cruise 1 week from today. And like I said a couple of videos back, we tend to buy suitcases at thrift stores and return them when we're done, because we just don't travel enough where we have a need for a suitcase all the time. But I don't even know my next stop, but you'll soon find out. Well, we have made it to our next stop here in Winter Garden. It is, like I was telling you guys, it's an absolutely beautiful day here in Winter Garden. I haven't been here in many years, but quite a lovely day to check it out again. Do you want to check this out? It's like a railroad museum here. See what's going on. So is it free, I'm assuming? All aboard the Central Florida Railroad Museum.
Tavares and Gulf, TNG Railroad, got a nickname, the Tug and Grunt, from either derailments or not being on time. And I had to make that sign there for me. Wow, the most popular word heard at the train museum, understood by all.
Wow, okay.
So it's pretty neat. But
okay.
Here's the inception of the museum in the 83.
Okay.
But there's so much to see in the 15 minutes.
Well, we're going to give it our best shot.
Quickly step through here and come back in the future if you're around and go upstairs, and there's a lot more to see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
So yeah, we found this little railroad museum, and we're, of course, late. Yeah, they're open for just a few more minutes. We figure I'd give it a quick run through here.
That inspires others to come see it for themselves.
Yeah, why not? I'm always up for a good museum.
Oh, look at the wall-mounted candle lamps.
Wall-mounted candle.
Yeah,
You think they were oil mount? Probably oil. Didn't it hold like oil down in the little?
Yeah.
And I guess it like absorbs up through the wick and.
Remember when we went to the Ashtabula, Ohio disaster?
Oh, it was
and
a disaster.
We learned all about the train and how that they caught on fire because of the oil lamps.
Well, I guess that makes enough sense.
So.
Well, okay. Yeah, that was an interesting video. That was back in Ohio, Ashtabula, Ohio, a few months ago. If you feel like digging through some content, that was a good one though. I think Jen was editing back then and put together a pretty nice little vlog. I think for me, one of the most exciting parts about world travel is being able to utilize the rails. I absolutely love trains, and you know, I think as most American boys grew up loving trains and you know, and finding them fascinating. Unfortunately, we live in a country that is not very rail friendly, or public transportation or transit rails aren't quite what they are for the rest of the world. So that's pretty exciting for me. Really cool. So yeah, he was telling us this was the Tavares and the Gulf something railway that went through this station back a long time ago, and it was still functioning and operating as a railway, or as a rail station. This view of Virginia and Truckee Brill coach shows how this display seat looked when it was in use in 1974. I'm sorry. 1874. Pardon me on that one. Yeah, that's a little bit of a difference. Just 100 years, you know, but that's a pretty fancy shape right there. Oh, he's a water fountain right here. I've never seen one of these. So it's actually a British wash bowl for passenger cars where space was rather cramped. This bowl was made in Birmingham, England. The wash basin did not have a drain at the bottom. Instead, people tilted the basin up to empty the water into a pipe in the wall. Water into a pipe in the wall kept up in this position. The room had a bit more space, an ingenious design. That is interesting. Using their head, yeah, so there's like a little soap tray right there. I've never seen one of those before. Some of these old railway lamps are really cool, and some of them I've heard, from what I understand, are quite valuable. I can't decipher the valuable ones from the common ones, but they're really cool. I definitely see how it's a very collectible thing. There's some old conductor hats here. Seaboard Coastal Line Railroad's conductor. And there's a flagman there. I'm not sure what a flagman does or what that purpose of a flagman is. Another Seaboard airline conductor. Huh. One thing I miss about, you know, the old times is how they did things. They were so formal with everything. Like, everything was made with a purpose and intention, you know, and it's something, you know, it's still here. Most of the stuff's probably well over 100 years old. It's still here and looks great. Main Central Train Man. So here's an old steam engine bell. He was telling me about it when we walked in. Bells on steam engines became a standard in 1840 to warn people and animals of an approaching train. Most bells were 12 to 17 inches, made out of brass, bronze, or steel. Our bell is made out of steel. You can actually see a photo of it mounted up on the front of this locomotive here. They just built stuff with a purpose back then. I mean, look at this thing. This thing probably a couple 100 pounds or more easily. We walked in there. A really nice gentleman gave us a quick, brief little overview of the museum, and they were closing in 15 minutes, so we kind of had to expedite our time there in the Central Florida Rail Museum. But now we're out toward the main street here in Winter Garden. I love this mural right here. That is so great. I mean, you just enhance the mural. You're just gonna have a seat there on. I love how they kind of extended it down onto the sidewalk, and the Florida of one time was definitely full of oranges. Like, they still really sell the whole Florida orange thing, even though there are very few orange groves still left.
I do have my
in
picture.
Florida. You want your picture?
Yeah.
Okay. You want it portrait? Hold on, it's not going to do good. I'm not getting much.
Okay.
Oh, there goes my chew. Oh yeah, muchos betteros. When getting the behind the scenes look of mine and Jen's picture taking shenanigans. You're really selling it well. Like, you really look, I mean, no, you were doing good. I think you're doing great. All right, we have located coffee, which is a good thing. I'm definitely on my late afternoon crash, so a cup of Joe will be nice. I was able to secure a caffeinated cold beverage. It's okay. I don't love it. I know I'm being negative on my channel lately. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I don't want to just lie and just say something's good for the sake of saying it's good. I mean, it's fine. I'd rather have a Starbucks because the coffee's very acidic, very acidic.
Mine's delightful.
Yeah, you got
delectable.
You got a chai.
I did.
Yeah, she like. I mean, mine's fine. I'll wolf it down. I mean, it'll serve its purpose, I'm sure. But we're just gonna walk these streets, walk around, make a circle, and see what we can find here. I really have no idea what's here. A brief update on the coffee. I have since tossed it in the trash, and that's not normally something I do. I don't like wasting stuff, but I just couldn't get into that, and I'm not gonna force myself to drink it. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to complain about it too much. But by far my favorite part of Winter Garden thus far is seeing all the dogs. There is no shortage of dogs here, and that's what I'm all about. They have one of these, I don't even know what the hell you call these things. Let me know in the comment. Huge wheeled bikes, but the front wheel is significantly larger than the rear wheel. I just don't know how much fun or comfortable one of these would be to ride. I mean, so you sit up on top of the wheel, the rear third of the wheel, and the crank and pedals are mounted directly to the large wheel. I would imagine that's a very difficult bike to ride. You'll have to let me know if you've ever ridden one of those. I would only imagine that it is not easy to pedal that bicycle. Well, as we're walking back to the parking garage, I will say the water tower and the train museum is the two most exciting things that I was able to see here in Winter Park. I'm sorry, Winter Garden. Was not too impressed. I don't know. I mean, if you're into fancy private, fancy boutiques, and there's a few restaurants, but just nothing really like exciting or fun to look at. I don't know. I'm being so negative in this vlog, and I hate it. Honestly, I wish we would have just went to Claremont. I really do enjoy the Claremont little downtown Main Street area quite a bit, and I was hoping I would have the same experience here, but that just was not the case. Anyways, that's okay. It's still a gorgeous day, and we're out walking around, and that's okay. Not every small town or every little downtown area is going to be as great as some others, but I was able to pick myself up a proper iced coffee. As you can see, the Star Wars, call it Star Wars, Starbucks logo fading in the background. We are here at the Target off of 192. This isn't Claremont, this is Kissimmee? So we're gonna go with Kissimmee, that's what this is. But I did get me a proper cup of coffee, which I am pretty stoked about, because like you saw earlier, I did throw one in the trash. So we did have to stop off at Target. Jen has a couple of items that she would like to pick up before we head back home. And, nothing wrong with walking around Target a little bit. I actually kind of like this store. So Target is definitely prepared for the upcoming Valentine's holiday. They've got a heart-shaped pizza. They actually have two. Sausage or cheese, whatever strikes your fancy. But we are wrapping up here at Target. Jen's got a handful of bathing suits for our upcoming cruise. She's making sure she has one for every day we are cruising, I think.
I do not.
You do.
I don't like wet bathing suits.
You don't like wet bathing suits?
No,
Well, I think they have they offer free hangers in the room, so you can hang them suckers up.
They do not dry by the next day, and then you have a cold bathing suit, and it's just not.
First world problems here,
yeah.
huh? But
Early.
we do have to grab one more thing, as one would imagine. I think one would imagine, we go through a good deal of poop bags for the dogs. I mean, I really am not sure why we don't own stake in a poop bag company at this point, because we sure buy them. And they're not all created equal. That's a term I use quite often. I typically go with this earth-rated brand here. Again, I don't really have to scoop the poop much anymore. The kids are the poop scoopers, and they tend to like these also. So we're gonna go these earth-rated bags, $7.99, 120 bags. This will last us about 2 weeks. So again, as you would imagine, we do go through a lot of poop bags. Make our way to the exit of Target. Jen did pick up some hairspray and a completely black can there. I've never seen that brand of hairspray before.
It was on clearance.
On clearance, okay. I can't argue with that.
See, my problem is that I find things on clearance, and then they don't make them anymore, and I fall in love with them, and then they're gone.
Or my worst nightmare, they do continue making them, but they take them off clearance, and they cost ridiculously too much. But anyways, poop bags, hairspray, and bikini bottoms and tops, and we're out of here. So as we were making our way up to the Target checkout line, it's unbelievable to me at the Valentine's Day options, exchange options you have these days. They have Skittles here, Fruit Loops. They have like individually wrapped Fruit Loop packages, and you can put the to and from on them. They got Rice Krispie treats. Like, this was not a thing when I was a kid. All we would get is those little cardboard cards, and you'd write your name on them, and they'd have some silly little saying. You can get some heart-shaped, X and O shaped pretzels over here. And if you're really feeling into it, you can get some Utz or U2Z cheese balls. To and from for your that special someone in your life. We have made it to our last stop before we head on back to the kiddos and the bus and the puppos. We are at the Yo Wash laundromat. Guys, this is the #1 laundromat in the entire United States of America. I'm going to go ahead and stake that claim. I have been to dozens and dozens of different states, and this is by far the nicest one. So we're going to go in there. We got a couple bags of laundry to wash because we do have the cruise coming up in a week. So I'm just kind of trying to get ahead of things a little bit before we head out. So yeah, this laundromat is great because it's just so clean, and they have nice machines, and you'll see here in just a second. All right, I see one over here in the corner that's hopefully vacant. But like, they just keep this place so nice. They're constantly in here scrubbing and taking care of the place. I love it. So one thing I do really like about this place is it's cashless if you want it to be. So they give you these little cards here. So I got $2.55 still remaining on this one. So I can just simply, let me see, I'm $20 away from a $3 bonus. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add money onto my card. Go ahead and add, I don't know, probably 30 bucks because I will use it. And just simply, sweet, got me a $3 bonus. Hey, that's a full dryer. No, I don't need a receipt. And everything's just done here on a digital touchpad, so you can add that. You can add in different. Let's go ahead and add in a heavy wash. And then you just simply set your little card over here on this little pay mechanism and prompt it to start. And it does its thing. 29 minutes. We'll have a pretty squeaky, fresh, clean load of laundry. Well, we have made it back to the bus, and I'm ready to do some puppers. Where's my puppies at? Oh, where's my puppies at? There's my puppies. Wheezy, you don't look that excited. Oh, Kevin's excited. He's blasting through here. Kevin's blasting through. No, Fifi. We've been gone a while, guys. So, in lieu of cooking tonight, while we were doing laundry, I did stop and grab some pizza for the kiddos, well, and myself. And I got me and Jen a little pre-mixed salad. I'm going to use my dressing instead of the one included in this. I just didn't feel like cooking. It's been a long day. Figured why not.
Hi, girl. We're cleaning.
What are you doing? I was going to come in here and scare you guys.
We're cleaning it.
You're cleaning it? What is this?
Swap pins.
Oh, yeah?
It's been here forever.
Well, I must say the pizza wasn't bad. I actually may go back in there and have another slice. It's quite a bit later in the evening. We just got back from some friends of ours. Hung out for a little bit, talked a little bit, and had a few laughs. But pizza's starting to sound good again. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I know it's kind of another one of those sporadic days, but traveling is coming, and I'm ready for it. I'm excited. We're less than 1 month away from leaving here and getting back on the road. We've got a cruise coming up. We got some fun stuff coming up, guys. But thank you for being here and supporting as always. But don't worry, guys. A couple days, we'll be back here with another old video. But until then, guys, love you very much. Take care of yourselves, and see you in a couple days.